to give instructions. I think they want us all to line up so we can get into teams.
How do you want them to line up? You figure out what team.
From skinniest to fattest. I'll be on the other end, you know, the nice winter size.
How would you like us to arrange this?
I don't know how. Hair color? And then we have to 1, 2, 3 them off.
Grace, just number everybody.
Yeah. I don't know.
1, 2, 1, 2,
No, we're not.
1, 2.
I just had the main chairs up there just to figure out who. Let me know everyone's going to play, that's why.
Is there 3 teams?
I want to know everyone who's going to play first, so I know.
Well, when you go around and give them a number, you get
Alright.
I'd like to have everyone raise their hand. My mom, she went motorcycling with my dad, so she had a motorcycle close to the airport. So she got sunspots, but just in the places. And I used to just like, you need some lotion, you know, that whole, and I gave her a hard time with that. So God took her home earlier than I expected. And I was so proud to see her like in the
Raise your hand if you're gonna play Jeopardy.
Like, you know, like in a whole crowd. And all the adventures and spots. So that maybe that's the character. That's the character.
Raise your.
I kind of cheat because I already.
Caleb, turn it up. Raise your hand if you're going to play the game, first of all.
It's just kind of like.
Okay. I'm going to start off with numbering here. Yeah, you can play. 1. So your number, team 1, team 2, team 3, as I number you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
What was I? You were 1, you were 2.
You're 1.
7.
3. If I can have all the teams, so team 1 there, team 2 gather like right here, team 3 gather there, so then I can see who I want, how to.
Team 1 here?
Team 1 there. No, we're not. Okay.
This is 1.
Team 3's there, 2's
No,
there,
this is quizzing
1's
and
there. There's a younger one that I'm going to do, that's why. Wait, what number is 2? You're 1.
It was mine. Grace is mine.
Muted. Oh, Jojo. I think you're a 1 actually.
I'm a 1? Yeah, of course I'm 1.
No, we'll accept you.
Thank you so much.
Kayla, you'll be a 1 for the last one. Alright, okay. Caleb, okay, go. For the first round, it's, you could say easier questions, but, so I think, yeah, easier. I think what I'm going to do is have 4 people up, I'll have 3 people on each team at a time for quizzing. When you answer a question, only the person whose buzzer, so these buzzer you'll use, you push down the button, you let go when you answer the question, and it'll beep into that box there. Only the person who answers the question, or whose light turns on from the question, gets to answer. If you end up getting a question where you can wager money, you can confer with your team on what your answer is going to be, or how much money you're going to give, and then you can confer what you think the answer is going to be, because you're risking all your team's points. So only on the wager questions can you talk together. And on the final questions of each round, there's going to be a 30-second time where you and your team confer and you wager your money again. If anybody, on the first round, if anybody wants to play the first round since it's easier, you'll probably want to do that. If you want like the easier questions, then you can join the first round that we're doing now. And then after that, because some people can do it twice, because I made 3 games for the night, and then we'll see how it goes. So if anyone wants to play, raise their hand the first round. Okay, team 1, team 2, team 3. Okay, so yeah, 1, 2, 3 right there.
Team 3 here.
Team 1 here.
Sweet.
Okay, who's your first person? Yeah.
Go ahead. No, you can just go ahead. I'll wait till the next game. That's okay.
And
No, he says sit up.
so then you put these down. No, just one, and then you let go of one. Like I'll show you
We're
here.
holding it?
Yeah, you're not jumping. You're holding. First I'm gonna test everybody's lights here.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone let go of their. Okay, everybody hold down their button.
Both of them,
Just one, it doesn't matter.
or just one?
Just hold it down. Okay. So this will beep on whoever has the first question, and then you give your answer. Like I have a 5-second timer. I'll give your answer, and then you automatically, if you get it right, you lose the amount of points that were wagered, and if you get it wrong, or if you get it right, you win the amount of points on the question. If you get it wrong, you lose the amount of points on the question. And then if one team gets it wrong, the other team can still steal the question.
Caleb. Yeah. Pay attention to scorekeeping.
Okay.
Caleb. Caleb.
Looks easy on TV.
You guys are actually on the show.
This is
You
Jeopardy.
better make sure everybody.
Wait, is there any question? Caleb. Caleb. Caleb.
You tell me to do it on what?
Is there any questions before we start? By the way, yes.
What if you get a tie joke?
You're not. You're not. What's your question?
Does anyone know what this equipment is usually for?
I wiped them down. Don't even. Doesn't matter. Yes.
Press the right side of the
No, it doesn't matter. Any button works. And you probably just want to press 1 because if you press 2, you have to let go of the question.
That's what I do.
Do we keep holding it down?
Yeah. Keep holding it up.
Oh,
Question.
what kind of questions will we be asked?
If you know the answer, then let go.
I can't tell you that.
Okay. Questions.
Okay. Caleb, start the game. I'm just going to say team 1 can start gets to choose first because they're number 1.
No, because we're
And then because this is round 1, and then team 2 on round 2, and then team 3 on round 3. Okay. Dominic, sit down. Okay, team 1, pick your first question.
So should we go deep? Should we just dive in the deep end? What do you guys think?
Say what?
Just dive in, like go food for 1,000, like just go right.
Push down.
yeah, we do it all the time.
Somebody's not holding down their button.
That's Lydia. Yeah, you're not.
Somebody's not holding down their button.
No, that's not me.
It's JoJo.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm waiting to start. They need to pick the category. They need to hold them down.
Is it food for 800?
You gotta hold down the buttons. I'm trying to see if it
Food for
works.
1,000, man.
Okay, hold down.
It's food for 1,000. Do we have to answer in question form?
No. Need you to hold down your button.
No,
hold
Hold it down.
Yep.
And then you let go if you want to answer.
It's still not working.
Oh, then I let go if I want to answer.
Okay. Okay. Question. Okay, Caleb, ready? Question. Schnitzel. Name the country. That is Emily.
Germany?
Nope.
What? Really?
Oh, that's not true.
Oh, you can't. Now you
Oh, anybody can answer?
Oh yeah. Any other team can answer. Well, we already see an answer. Caleb, there's it.
Oh, I was going to say, I didn't see it.
Oh.
I was going to say Austria. You know, schnitzel and noodles. And that was in Austria.
In the originated country of schnitzel is Austria. You can bring it down when you.
Now,
Okay.
hold it down and then let it up when we have the
Yep.
answer.
Okay. Caleb, next question. Minus
Anyway, just look down.
minus 1,000. Caleb, you got to keep score. Heidi, if you want to keep score on paper.
No, I figured it out. I tried to figure out how to get back.
But no, you don't have to multitask. Okay, next question.
There was team 2.
Okay, so nobody,
Oh,
you got the question, so you get, team one gets to choose their category again.
What y'all think?
Oh, wait, we're going again?
Yeah, choose your category. You gotta do this fast, because I have a certain amount of time.
600.
For
What?
Faux Paul's.
fashion, okay, 600 fashion, Caleb. Question. Clogs, name the country.
Holland. Holland.
I'll give you that. I have Netherlands, but yep, you get that.
Oh, the Netherlands.
Okay, Caleb, we're doing this fast, so you pick your category. Already.
Food 800.
Okay, Caleb, food 800. Oh, okay, we need to hold down the buttons, please. Wait, if you're not answering, so I don't have. Okay, foga or faga. Emily.
France, duck liver. No, there's no R. Looks like a Filipino or Thai.
Japan.
No.
Good guess. Good guess. Worthy effort.
Any other teams?
Taiwan.
No.
Philippines.
No.
Indonesia.
No, you already got your answer. I'm sorry. Vietnam.
Can I whisper it to my team?
Keep going.
If you want.
I didn't have the answer up there yet.
Oh,
If
doggone it. So close.
Ava.
My dad's
Vietnam!
Vietnam. Vietnam. Vietnam.
Team 3 got the point. Okay. Okay, buttons down. Choose your category, team 3. Caleb, you can just hit escape when you exit out, by the way. Okay.
Food 600.
Food 600, question. Huache. Nobody answered that question?
Someone jumped
It is. No, there was no answer.
Mexico. I was right.
Oh, West Mexico. Okay.
But I lost confidence.
Okay. Yeah, if you want. Have your category immediately, because
Just guess, even if we go negative?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll buy George.
You can go.
Missionary for what?
Are we negative?
Okay, buttons down.
We used to.
Missionary Bible 200. Question. Bible question. This man wore camel skins, ate locusts.
John the Baptist.
Yep, question. Okay, push it down. Buttons down.
Nice.
Can I get extra credit for knowing where it's from?
No.
No, it's.
Okay, next question. Caleb. Category? Team 3 category. Or team 1 category.
Oh, team one kind
Just pick it. Can
Bible and mercenaries in the Bible.
you don't have to say you don't have to say all the words. Missionaries for what number?
1,000.
1,000. Okay, okay, hold down your buttons. Nope. Caleb. Question. He was Noah.
You gotta answer questions. Mike. Go to the mic. Go to the mic.
Peter.
Okay, he obviously
Go
doesn't
to the
know.
mic.
Okay, nope. Does anybody else have an answer? Team 2.
Paul.
No. Team 1?
Yeah.
Okay, nobody answered that question. The answer is Steven.
Oh, he got, the first,
Okay, reset. Okay, team. Score. Okay. Team 3 or choose your category. Team 1.
Oh, that's me.
I'm not choosing this.
let's, go ahead. Let's do the middle one.
Okay, Caleb.
Currency 400.
Currency for 400. Question. Egypt.
Can you give us A, B, or C choice?
Nope. Real answer? Pound.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, next question. Next category.
I want options too, Joe.
Burundi, 1,000.
South Africa.
That's Elise.
Elise.
You think it's really good?
You know the answer?
I accidentally.
Okay.
did that.
Any other teams know the answer?
Corona. Corona.
No. Answer, Rand.
Man, that would have been my next.
Okay, next question.
This is the easier.
Come on, I need a question. There's still, nobody's answered.
What's so
There, because you guys have,
I said currency 200.
oh, it's currency 200. India. That is Noah. You know it? Okay, team one. What is? Yep, rupee. 200 for team one.
Wait, am I this one?
Yeah, you're that one. Okay, ready? Next category.
Missionary 600.
Okay, missionaries locations or missionaries in the Bible.
Let's do locations.
Okay, missionary locations for 600. Question. Coles, Yoders, Wiggins, and Thicknose. Christina.
Berlin, Germany.
Yes.
I knew that.
Okay, ready? Buttons down.
Down.
Category for team three.
Locations 400.
Locations 400. Question. Car emblems. That is Emily.
China.
China, Taiwan. Sure. Okay, next category.
Good job.
Team
Who gets to pick?
Team 2.
Food for 200.
fruit for 200. Question. Pizza.
Oh, never look up.
Pizza location. Oh shoot. Oh wait, what?
Well, that's a tie.
Okay, hold on, wait. I don't know what happened there. I undid the reset button and it stuck. Okay, hold on.
These people won't push a button down.
We need. Okay, let's reset. We're not going to use that question. I'm sorry. All right.
That's me.
Was it Italy?
Yeah, I was Italy.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Okay, you want food for 400?
Gonna say America. Yeah, sure.
Food for 400. Question. Escargot. Ava.
Can I tell her since she's on my team?
Sure.
Oh,
France.
Wow, you got it right. Okay. Okay. Buttons down. Category for team three.
Locations 800.
Missionary locations 800. Question. The Reddings or Rodings. 3. Team 3. Christina. I need a country.
Mali. There we go.
Correct.
I'm saying Maui, and I'm like, I know that's not
Okay. Next category.
Locations 1,000.
Locations 1,000. Question. Reasons. Jojo.
I did. My thumb.
Is that any other team?
Reasons are in Africa.
No.
Yes, it is.
I need a country. I need a country.
Christy's got his hand.
Oh, Christy.
Cameroon.
Yep.
We're team
Okay.
3, Caleb.
Was he giving her points somewhere else?
No. Okay. Category.
200.
Location 200. Question. Caleb. Question. Archers. Emily.
Argentina.
Yep. Button down. Category. Team 2.
Missionaries in the Bible.
Missionary in the Bible for 400. Question. He may be considered one of the greatest missionaries in the Bible.
His transfigure. Oh, Paul.
Yep. Okay, team one category.
We would like, please, fashion faux pas for 1,000. I have to redeem
Fashion
that,
faux
please.
pas for 1,000.
No, there was.
Ready? Question. Fez.
Oh,
That was JoJo.
I did that again?
Uh-huh.
I can see them. Are they doing this and they dance in the circles? With the, you know, they got the little Morocco.
Morocco. All right. With 2 seconds to spare.
A fashion faux pas 800.
800 fashion. Charge de luz. JoJo.
I did. Somewhere down south. Spain.
Spain. How are you knowing all these?
I have a smart bird whispering in my ear.
Okay. Next question. No. Okay. Next category.
I'm gonna just keep it.
Okay. Hold down your button. Ava.
Ava.
Okay. Question. Or what's your category?
Fashion 400.
Wait, is it us?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's you.
you said Ava.
No, she had her
You
button.
pick. You pick. I didn't do nothing.
I wasn't. I'm still waiting for a category.
Fashion 200.
Fashion 200. Question. Kimono. Christy. Yep. Okay. Next category. Fashion 400. Question. Lederhosen. Jerry.
Germany.
Yep. Germany or Switzerland. Okay. Next question.
Go for missionaries in the Bible for 600.
Okay, missionary 600. Question. The Apostle Paul met him during his second missionary journey, and he became Paul's companion along with his missionary partner, Silas.
Barney.
Jonah.
Barnabas.
Nope.
Oh, Schneider.
Yep. You know it?
Timothy.
Yep. Timothy. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
So for, I think it's 800, right?
Okay. That's your daily double question. So you can wager up to 1,000 points. Because you have less than 1,000, you can wager up to 1,000. You're for team 2.
You got it.
So if you get it right, you'll have 1,600. If you get it wrong, you'll have negative 400.
Let's do it.
Let's go for it.
Make it.
Okay, 1,000. Ready? Question. No, missionaries in the Bible for 800. Question.
Is it for everybody or just them?
This man preached in the city of Samaria to large crowds, but the Holy Spirit led him out into the wilderness to preach to a single person, an Ethiopian eunuch.
Philip.
Is the answer Philip?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. I had it written down. I just wanted to build suspense. So, okay, pick your category, team 2.
Currency for whatever is next.
Pick currency for 600.
Sure.
Question. Russia.
Woo!
JoJo.
Ruple.
Ruble or ruple? Yes. Last question. Question. 800. Question. Most of Europe. That is Jerry.
The euro.
Yep. Yeah, Caleb. Yep. Oh, shoot, we don't have paper. You get 3 pieces of paper and 3 pens for them.
We want. Yay!
No,
Good
no.
job.
Okay, Caleb, go to the final question.
Oh, we gotta do final.
No, no.
Oh, no.
Backspace, Caleb. Just back out. Okay. I'm going to give wagers here.
Oh, how much is our money here?
Ask them how much they want to rest, how much they want to rest, and how much they want
Yeah, that's.
I could see it better this way.
Yeah, but don't we get to know?
Are we 3,400 or 3,200?
Oh, you guys are on. Oh, yeah.
You guys can talk about how much you want to wager. Oh, you put it on paper? Is that what we're supposed to do? Yeah, you do. I had it. And then you're gonna write on your answer. What you say how much you want?
Team 3 has.
So we all get to talk about the question?
2,000.
Sweet.
This is the best.
Went back to that screen
at
so
this.
they could see their scores.
One of these two. Both of you.
I just had no information. I haven't gotten
Yeah, you're gonna write down zero. And your answer is gonna be written on.
Where is our answers? Yeah.
Okay. I would like everyone who's not part of the. No, we're getting the questions that start right now. I need everyone who's not on the stand right now.
Oh, so we are.
Yeah, people on the stand.
Sorry, guys.
You can't help the answer this way.
You can't help us.
So maybe he didn't know everything was
Okay, you're
I'm not sure either.
Do we write it down or do we shout it out?
No, no, not you. You have to go with me. You guys go to China. Go to China. Please, you just have to say.
Wait.
You want to write it out?
Can they help us?
no, you can't have help on this question.
Can we wink?
Okay.
You're gonna be the best.
Final question. Country customs is a writing question. You'll have 30 seconds to answer from the moment that I finished reading. Is everyone ready for your question? Country customs question. Start question. For niesen or sneezing, people of many cultures tell a sneezing person something like Gesundheit, which means what?
Because he knows. Historically speaking, from Europe. Can I let go of my button if our answer's done?
We did.
Let it go now?
Okay. We'll start with team one since they were in the lead. Your answer was
Gesundheit is, according to the historians, it means God bless you, because back in the old days they thought if you sneezed you might allow entrance for a demon, so therefore if they blessed you, then that would stop the entrance of a demon. Something along that line, according to my
okay. Team two, what is your answer?
Do you want to say how much we bet?
No, just your answer first.
Just answer? Health.
Oh.
Team three, your answer.
God bless you.
Gesundheit means health. And we need wager numbers for points too.
2,500.
Okay. Team two, how much do you
We
wager?
bet it all. 2,400.
Team three, wager. 2,800. And then these scores will go over to your next team for.
Sorry, team one.
Yeah, you're so.
My college history teacher telling me that. What about to sound like, if people believe you?
Do we need this?
Good job.
I am not playing this. I did not.
All right.
All right, so as we kind of get ready for the second game and get the teams ready, we just want to briefly share a little bit about who we are. Besides the fact that it's very handy to speak German when you're playing Jeopardy, apparently, so that was kind of nice. So Shelley and I do speak German. We went to Germany in 1998, went to the city of Berlin. We have 3 kids, and they were little. Our daughter was not quite 3 years old, and our 10-month-old twins were with us. So, yeah, we had felt called of God to go to overseas since the time we were little. I was 12 years old when I first felt God wanted me to go overseas as a missionary, and Shelley was?
Well, first I was 6 when I felt like I wanted to be a missionary, but that kind of had a season where it wasn't true. And then 17 is when I really was cemented for me that God was calling me to be a missionary overseas.
So yeah, I came to Crown College. It was called St. Paul Bible College at the time, but Crown College in Minnesota, just west of Minneapolis. And while I was the summer after my freshman year, I went on a 5-week mission trip with the men's volleyball team to Ivory Coast, West Africa. And while I was there, God just really reminded me, gently but firmly, this is really what I want you to do with your life. So I came back to college, and then we met like a month after that. And Shelley was already heading overseas, so we decided, let's just do this thing together. So we did.
Yeah, for me it was, when I was 17, I went on a mission trip to Europe. And in that day, mission trips weren't a big thing yet, so it was really different and new, and my parents really encouraged me to go, and I'm really glad they did. I was gone for 2 months. We were in 9 different countries, but it was specifically in Germany that I really felt God say, I want you to come back here someday. And it was because I walked into these big, beautiful cathedrals that should have felt like God's presence was there, but it just felt empty. And I knew in Europe especially, most people did not believe in God anymore. There was a lot of just atheism, disillusionment with the church. And I just thought, this is where so much happened. Like the Reformation happened in Europe, in Germany and in Europe. And it just feels dead now. And so that's what my calling was, to go back and to say to people, God's alive. And he loves you. And he's not like this big old cathedral that is empty. He can fill you. And he has so much to give you. And so that was God's call in my life. And then, like Jerry said, I went to college and met him.
Yeah, we were actually not planning on going to Europe because I had gone to Africa, and the C&MA had talked to us about maybe going to Africa. And I'm like, yeah, I loved Africa. I'd like to say I was pretty sure God called me to Africa because I was there for 5 weeks, ate everything, drank everything, and didn't get diarrhea a single time. So I'm like, this is a clear sign. This is my place. But he had other plans. And he ended up redirecting our steps kind of in a roundabout way to go to Germany. And it was, like Shelley said, that's where God had called her clearly to mission. She had kind of buried that dream, and God brought us back there. So just an important lesson is that God has a great plan for us, and he knows exactly what he's doing, and we can trust him. And so even though sometimes his ways are a little bit a roundabout, maybe not the way that we might expect it, but he knows exactly what he's doing, and we can trust him no matter what. I'm just so grateful that he brought us to Germany, and we had a wonderful almost 23 years since we went there, and we'll tell you a little bit more about some of the different things that we did while we were there, but that just gives you a little foretaste of that. So we'll talk again in between after the next set, but I think we'll continue, if we're ready to continue with Jeopardy.
You have 15 minutes.
Oh, we have okay. Well then we'll take more time.
Let's keep talking.
Then we'll take more time. Okay, I wasn't sure how much time we had.
Okay.
So let me just take a step back to when we were exploring where God wanted us to go, and like I mentioned, I thought it was going to be West Africa, and Shelley had kind of forgot about Germany for a while.
Totally forgotten.
Buried that dream.
Carefully buried.
And so I was reading. You guys ever the Alliance puts out it used to be called the Alliance Witness. Now it's Alliance Life, a magazine. And in that magazine, I was reading, and they were talking about a new ministry to Bosnia-Herzegovina. How many of you know where Bosnia-Herzegovina is? A lot of you do, okay. Central Europe there. And for some reason, that just jumped out at me. And I don't know why. It was just a short little clip. And so I'm like, oh, I kind of think that would be fun. And I was doing a country study, so I decided I'm going to study that part of the world, former Yugoslavia, for this class I was taking. So I really dove in, found out about the history of the country, and I started to get super, super passionate about Bosnia-Herzegovina. I thought, this must be it. Like, this is obviously where God wants us to go, because we hadn't really felt a clear call to a specific place
Africa,
at that time. We were kind of open to wherever they wanted us to go. And I'm like, Shelley would say I kind of just became like obsessed a little bit with Bosnia-Herzegovina, because I was just excited. We finally have this call to a specific place, and we were so excited. And then we talked to our mission, the guy who was like the candidate director at that time, who kind of decided where we were going to go. And I'm like, hey, I have this amazing news I want to tell you. We just really feel God wants us to join the new team going to Bosnia-Herzegovina. And he said, no, we're not going to send you there. We're like, why not? He said, well, because the war just ended. There are landmines all over the place. We just had our daughter at the time, and we're pregnant with twins. He's like, we decided we're not going to send any families with little children to Bosnia-Herzegovina, because we don't want the kids getting blown up. Which we were grateful for that, that precautionary measure. But it was very confusing for me, especially because I thought, well, what was that all about then? Like, I thought you wanted us to go to Bosnia-Herzegovina. We were open to whatever, and now we have like what we'd heard about missionaries talking about their call, right? Their call to a place. God called us to go to Timbuktu, and we knew that's where we're going to go, and we were just kind of like, we didn't know. And so we just kind of said, okay, God, I don't know what that means. Maybe we were just really confused for a little while. And so we continued to pray, and we were assigned then to go to Guinea, West Africa, which would have been great, right? Because that's where I thought we were going to go anyway, to West Africa. It would have normally been exciting, except that because of this whole Bosnia-Herzegovina confusion, I just didn't know what to do with that West Africa. And so we didn't really even talk about it for 2 weeks, which, not that we didn't want to talk to each other, right?
I think we just assumed each other was like, oh, Guinea.
Yeah, and we were busy with stuff, and we're like...
Well, I had baby twins.
Right.
I was busy. I had a toddler and baby twins. I thought I was just having a lot of hormonal issues, because I was like, baby. Like, they were literally 2 months old and a 2-year-old. So I'm thinking, it's just because, life is crazy. That's why I'm not feeling peace about Africa.
But we didn't share that with each other. So we just kind of each assumed that the other one was okay with that, And so I don't even remember who mentioned it first, but one of us mentioned, I just don't really feel peace about going to Guinea, West Africa. And we're like, well, me neither. And so we talked about that and prayed that through and wondered where did that come? Why not? I would have been excited to go to a place where I didn't get sick, and there was a great need there. And nervously, I called the director of what's called Alliance Missions now at the time, a guy by the name of Peter Nanfelt, who I'd never met before, right? Like, that was a few years ago, so, we didn't have a chance to meet him, no Zoom. So I called him and said, hello, Mr. Nanfelt, my name is Jerry Crott. We've never met, but you just assigned us to go to Guinea, West Africa, and I just thought you should know that we're just really not feeling peace about that. And I kind of apologetically saying that to him and said, if the mission feels, if the C&MA feels like this is really where you want us to go, we are willing to go there still. But we just thought you should know, that we're just not feeling peace. And he was super gracious with us. He said, thank you for talking to me about that. I appreciate it. He said, in my years of leadership, it's only happened once before, but that's okay. It's okay. And he said, we're having an actual meeting in just a few days in Colorado Springs, and we're going to talk about that, and we'll just see what God says. So in that meeting a few days later, unbeknownst to him, there was another need that was going to be brought up by the regional director for Europe at that time, for someone to join a church planting team in Berlin, Germany, because the Alliance had decided we're going to focus on East Germany, which is one of the least reached parts of the country. So Peter Nanfelt hadn't even known at the time that I talked to him that was even going to be anything that came up. And later on, he told us in that meeting when we were like the agenda one right after, I think, Berlin. And so they brought up this need for Berlin, Germany. There was one couple willing to go. They were an older couple, and they said, we're willing to go start this church in Berlin, but we don't want to go alone. We'd like to have a younger couple go with us. So they just kind of dropped their eyes to the next agenda item. What are we going to do with the Krots? And they said instantly, everybody in that meeting room just felt like, well, what about the Krots? Yeah, and they just decided almost instantaneously. They felt that God was leading that. And so Peter called me, and he said, what do you think about Berlin, Germany? And Shelley wasn't home at the time. But as soon as he said that, even though I actually had never ever felt anything about going to Germany, right? As soon as he said that, I just knew in my heart, that's it. And when I told Shelley, she squealed with glee. She's like, "Wow!" I jumped around. She was so excited. So, anyway.
Yeah, so just a little bit of my side of that. Like Jerry said, I told you guys, I had been 17 years old, felt the call in Germany, and God brought me through this process of Shelley, are you willing to go anywhere? Does it have to be Germany? And I was like, yes, Lord, I will go anywhere. But it took me a long time to get there because I was so I just want to go to Germany so badly. But like Jerry said, the Alliance was really focusing on countries where there was an openness to the gospel and where there were things happening and unreached. Germany wasn't super unreached at that time, and at that time, the wall had not fallen yet, so there wasn't even an opening into the east. It was only in the west, and they were like, well, the west is still, it's pretty reached. There's churches and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, okay. They're really not that reached because I was there, but okay, I get it. There's way more unreached places in the world. So totally buried that dream. And it wasn't even really on my radar anymore, but I will tell you what, it was to me, when Jerry got that phone call, we had that phone call about Germany, it was like God was saying, I'm giving you the desire of your heart, and you can go to Germany. And it was so cool. It was like this moment of, what? You placed it in my heart, Lord, all that time ago. I gave it to you, and you gave it back to me. It was really amazing. And so the Lord did really, I think, show us in our time in Germany, especially our time in Berlin, that it was for sure the place he had for us to be. We were so grateful to be part of church planting in the city. You probably don't know a ton about, you probably know about Berlin because the Yoders are there, but when we went in 98, it was still very post-communist. When we arrived, the landscape was just cranes because they were rebuilding the city. The East especially, it had been, under communism, really not great. And so they were just doing all this construction. If you've ever heard of the no man's land, so that was after the war, there was this area in Berlin that was just flattened. And it had been buildings, but they left it that way because that's where the wall went. I mean, the wall went through lots of things, but the wall was through this no man's land area. That was all getting rebuilt. I mean, it was this whole new thing was happening in Berlin. And there were literally on the eastern side, because we were so fresh after the wall fell, basically no churches in the eastern part of the city. It was very, very hard. And so we were faced with a lot of atheism. Basically, you guys as age students were being taught there is no God. The Bible is actually just a bunch of fairy tales. It's a myth. We all just came from a big bang, and we are related to apes, actually. We're related to gorillas. So there was all this being taught to them. No God in the picture. Most of my friends that I talked to in East Germany were they had literally never had a conversation about God because it was that erased from society to even talk about God. So I would have conversations. People would be like, I've never talked about this before. Wow. I mean, can you guys imagine? Or even we were at this Christmas thing. They do Christmas really big there, really, really big. It was a Christmas market, and they actually have the nativity scene there because it's part of Christmas. And I was walking behind this one mom and her little kid, and the little kid said, Mommy, who's that? Pointing to Jesus and Mary and Joseph, and the mommy was like, I don't know. That, you think about Germany, they should know that, right? But they literally in the East, it was just erased. The church didn't really have much of an impact in the city or in the eastern part of the country. And so we were so grateful to get to go and just kind of start being a light in a place where there was a lot of darkness. And we kind of felt because it was really a hard place to minister, people were just really hardened after so many years. I mean, first of all, there was a war that happened. That was very bad. And we would talk to older people, and they would say, well, I can't believe in God because God destroyed our country. They killed my family. Like, God, if there is a God, I don't want to believe in him because he allowed this terrible thing to happen in my country. And so older people most of them were very bitter, and that just trickles down to generations, right? And then the communists take over your country, like the eastern part of the country, and they are believing that the government is going to be your savior, and you don't have to believe in a God and all this. And so they've just believed all those lies, and it was just cemented in there. So you've heard the analogy. Some missionaries will say, oh yeah, we're going and we're planting seeds. And after a while, we were like, I don't think we're planting seeds. I think we're actually like, if you're a farmer, you know what I mean, picking rock out of very hard soil. That's what it felt like. So we'd have opportunities, obviously, to meet people who were somewhat interested because we'd start having conversations. And the people who we knew who came to Christ, it was literally years of conversation and faithfully like inviting them to spend time with us and sharing the gospel over and over and over. And rarely was it like under 6 years that somebody would come to Christ. The people that we met who were coming to Christ actually in our first term were students. This is kind of a cool thing. Students, high school students who would do exchange programs, come to the United States, live with an American family who were Christians. They would come back to Germany and be like either already a Christian because of their experience in the U.S., or they started coming to our international church because they were interested in keeping up their English, but also interested in Jesus, and then shortly after they would come to know Jesus. So it was actually a very fruitful first term because of all these young people who were like being attracted to our international church. But a lot of that was because of the influence of American Christian families who were taking in exchange students. So if you've ever thought about doing that, it is a really good ministry. So, anyway, I just wanted to say we did, church planting, and then we also we're part of starting English camps. So in the northern part of the country, we do English camps now. There's another team that's up in the north. And originally that started in 2004, and it's for teenagers from age 13 to 17. And basically, we're just like, we're going to teach you English, but we're also going to teach you about the Bible. And our very first camp, we actually had a couple people leave because they're like, this is too much God, too much Jesus. But, we just kept going, and people knew, like, when you came, we're going to talk about the Bible, we're going to talk about Jesus. And several students have come to know Christ through that, and it's been a growing ministry, which is super fun. I had the amazing privilege of getting to start a Christian preschool with 2 Germans. One of them was a new believer who came to Christ in one of our churches, and just really fun things like that. Like watching God not just do like a church plant, but change people's lives so much that they're like wanting to start a Christian preschool and then do the English camps. We just had a lot of fun, but it was also really hard. So there was like 2 sides to it. There always is, right? There's always that hard side because it's at the enemy's territory. Like he didn't want to give that up. That's so true. When he has gotten an area, he's like, I'm not giving that up. But once you see some breakthrough, it is so fun and so exciting. And the Lord gave us the privilege of getting to do that, to actually get to see people's lives changed. And it's amazing when you get to see that, especially in such a dark place.
So do we have time for another brief story?
Sure.
Are we done? Should we wait till the next time?
It doesn't matter if you want to tell, you can.
Okay, got to tell you a brief story about the lady that helped start this Christian preschool. So we had felt, after we were involved in this international church, that was very exciting. We were able to see about 70 people come to faith in Christ, and we were part of a great team. Had a wonderful older mentor couple that we're serving with. It was just phenomenal. We felt God calling us to move to the eastern part of the city and start a German church. So we came on our first home assignment, praying that way, went back to Berlin. But we didn't know where exactly we were going to go. Like, we didn't know where exactly God was leading us. But I had a map. I know some of us don't know what maps are, but they're like these paper things that have like roads and stuff on them. So I just praying over the Berlin map, and I just felt this one area is where God wants us to go. I didn't really know why exactly, but so when we moved back, we looked for an apartment in that general area, and we got an apartment, and then it's kind of a longer story of how God brought a group of people together to start a church. It's a miracle in and of itself, but he did it. And so we started a house church, and that church grew to about 20 plus people. Our living room was too small for that group, and we felt like we need to rent space now. So we started looking in this area that I looked on the map, before. And there were a few options, storefronts, and I would call, and it was just way more expensive than what we could afford. We were trying to start the church in a way that this group of 20 people could pay for all their expenses, that it wouldn't be dependent on mission money. So place after place was too expensive. So I kind of got to know the lay of the land. And one day as I'm walking down this street praying, I see this for rent sign of this place that had been a restaurant. And I saw the square footage, and I knew exactly what the rent's going to be, right? Because I just know, because the price is pretty much the same. And so I'm like, I don't even want to call, because I know it's going to be, I know we can't afford it. And Shelly's like, well, you should just call anyway. And she kind of kept on, you should just call anyway, in a lovely sort of way, like Shelly, and so I'm like, okay, I'm like, okay, I'll call, and I know it's going to be, I called, and sure enough, the rent was too much, couldn't afford it. And our church planting team, we just felt like, well, why don't we just write a letter to the owner and say, here's what we can afford, which is about $1,000 a month less. Like, I thought they were asking like $2,000, and we could afford like $1,200 or something like that. I don't remember the exact numbers. So I just wrote a letter. We're very interested in renting the property. This is all that we can pay. And I just knew that's not going to go anywhere.
Oh, ye of little faith.
We got to call back, and he said, okay, it's yours. We're like, what? So we had to do some renovating. I'm getting back to the story of this lady who started this Christian daycare. We started doing worship in that building, and it's an apartment building, so you can hear the sounds. They lived above in a couple in the back area, and they could hear the worship songs as we sang Sunday mornings, and she was really drawn to that. She grew up in East Germany, grew up atheist, had no idea about God, and they came to check it out. There was another connection that she had with somebody who happened to attend our church. But imagine that. They happened to live in the same apartment building as where our church met. They started coming to church, and Bertha eventually prayed to receive Christ as her Savior. And she said, I don't want kids to grow up like I did without knowing about God at all. And so that's why God put it on her heart to start this Christian daycare. So isn't that amazing how God works? Like, even using a map, right? Like, to look at a map and feel directed to a place, and then be prompted by my wife to try it, call anyway, and I did. And then I didn't want to write that letter either, because they're not going to respond, and they did. And Bertha and her husband Hera just happened to live in that building, and they heard the worship music, and it drew them, and she decided to receive Christ. And isn't that beautiful how God works? Yeah. All right, we'll tell more later. But now it's time for more Jeopardy. All right, take it away.
If people could organize it back into the teams that they had, and then figure out who they want to have in each game again. I'm just moving these since we only have 3 on the team. Oh wait, I'm gonna scoot this way a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Lila, you're gonna get
I can't get. All right, I'm gonna take 2 of these off since we only have 3 people. I'm gonna. Oh wait, hold on. Can I take these 2 chairs off and then just use the 3 there? Just take these 2 chairs. This way. Cause I'm pushing the camera in.
You're zip.
No pressure to you two, but you win.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're already the winners.
Don't worry, the easy round's
Oh
up.
yeah.
Third round.
All right. Did you get? So.
The reason why I just
Just kidding, you can do this. Come on. You can totally do this.
For this, what? Caleb, is it working? Okay, for this. Matt, you ready? Okay, for this game, I'm going to change a few things Since these are questions, but we have older, like we don't have as many kids on each round as before. No help from the audience. I'm not going to be as slack this time. And
Oh, don't worry.
one thing I
Our
thought
best
is
is right plan.
whoever answers the question that person only gets to pick the category. So there's not so much confusion on what category each person should pick.
Whoever answered the previous.
Yeah, whoever answers the previous question correctly gets to pick the category. So then there's not as much.
That makes sense.
Okay.
But we can still consult with each other?
Like the us three? Or not at all?
No, just like the one person. So then it causes less
So
confusion and
like if I answer the question correctly, I get to choose
Yep.
the next one,
Exactly.
not the team.
She meant like
Right,
consulting
but
for
consulting.
For answers.
or do we answer?
No, you answer by yourself too. If your buzzer is the one that comes in.
And the buzzer is when you take your finger off.
Yeah, finger off.
Not on.
Okay.
Question?
Yeah. Okay. Everyone push down so I can figure. Oh wait, hold on. Nope, that was all right. Everybody push down on your. This one. Just a sec. Wait. This one. This one. Okay. What's your question? What's your question?
I can go first because they won last round.
Yeah, they are going to. Actually, no, it's whoever's in last place. No, it isn't. That's actually how it is. Okay.
Wait, but these two are tied. Did you just make up rules as you go?
No? Have you ever watched Jeopardy?
No.
Oh, actually, no, I said before, I said team 2 gets to start team 2, round 2, I said that. Okay. Okay, Caleb, you can start the game.
It's our team.
Team 2's winning this. Okay, your categories for this round are Yoder's Choice, Transportation, Paul's Missionary Journeys, Instruments, and Lost in Translation. For Lost in Translation, I will give you a phrase in English and a phrase in a different language, and you'll have to identify the language. For Transportation, I will give you the name and a brief description, and you will identify the country or it depends on what the question is. And then the Yoder's Choice are video questions also. So team 2, get your pick.
Yeah, Yoder's Choice 200. Let's start.
Yoder's Choice for 200. Question. Play the video.
Knopke's Imbus, standing behind me, is one of the first fast food stands in East Berlin to introduce this now very famous and very favorite fast food item. Knopke.
Okay, hold on.
Shelly? Doner kebab.
That's not the answer Nate gave me. So.
What
Nope,
was,
it's not. I
wait,
know what it is. I
what
know
was
the
the
answer.
place she said?
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
What was the place she said?
Oh
I can't say.
shoot.
So the other team
Well, she was
I
about to
couldn't
say
hear.
it, but it got beeped out. so
No,
we
no,
didn't-
no, I couldn't hear the beginning of
Yeah,
the
we can't hear. We couldn't hear it.
Well, I
It's not
can't.
loud.
Volume, I think the volume's
Yeah,
a little-
Caleb.
little more up.
Oh
Caleb,
shoot.
turn it up.
You get a second chance.
No, I don't get a second chance. That's so sad. I totally know now. I bomber rammered it. Sorry. You're the winning.
Grayson, you lost your top of your mic over there. Over there underneath the chair.
What did you think it was?
Okay.
Can it fill the screen?
No, I don't.
It was.
It doesn't
Yeah,
work
I thought
for
it was
full screen.
supposed to do that.
Full screen doesn't work. No, it doesn't
I
work.
thought you said it did.
No, it's just audio. You don't have to hear it.
Yeah, but is what's behind her clear?
No, they're just, that doesn't matter. It's for the. Okay. Who is?
Let's play it again. We didn't hear it.
No, you don't get to answer. You got it
I know,
wrong.
but we don't know. We couldn't hear
But they
it.
just want to hear it.
Yeah, we couldn't hear
But
it.
you don't get to answer. Okay. Question.
We will guess.
Question.
Knopke's Imbus, standing behind me, is one of the first fast food stands in East Berlin to introduce this now very famous and very favorite fast food item.
Item. Fast food
Tyler.
What?
I know, right? I know.
Hey, don't worry, it's the same thing in clipping.
The answer is currywurst or currywurst.
Okay,
Curly
I I let mine up, but he got called, and I knew the answer.
Huh? No, but his light came on first, and she was holding hers the entire.
Okay, so but nobody else gets a chance to try.
Oh, I thought I heard you guys didn't. Did you know the answer actually? I'll give you the points.
Good job, Ann.
Somebody was holding down their button the entire time, so I had to hold it down and had to just wait.
I haven't let go.
Yeah, Caleb, are you holding? Are you?
Just say what it is so you know.
Holding ours down all the time.
Yeah, if you're.
Just say what he knows. Say the score so he knows.
Yeah, 200 so team 1 and team 2 minus 200, team 3 plus 200. Okay. Question 2. Tyler did. He jumped. But we minus points less. Oh, what?
I wasn't counting.
Oh, you weren't. Okay. 400. Okay, 4,800. Team 2. Okay. Shoot. Team 1. And shoot your category.
Instruments for 200.
Instruments for 200. Question. Layer native to where? And Greece. Greece. Also, if before you answer the question, if I could call on you just so I know which light it is, because sometimes they're like that fast.
So even though it's just I'm silly here, even though she's the one that wants the question or is going to pick it, if I know it, I can actually.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Yep. Questions are good. So, if you're not sure about something to ask.
Okay.
Okay.
Transportation for 200.
Transportation for 200. Question. This flat-bottom boat is used for everything in certain cities: transport, cargo, leisure, etc. Native to where?
Gondola.
Gondola. Native to where? Italy. Yeah. I forgot to put the word in. I didn't even realize that. Next category. Caleb, score for team 1 would be plus 600 from 500. So it should be 1,100. Yep. Yep. Okay. Transportation for 400. Question. These colorful vehicles are constantly picking up Tammy, mother.
Is that a cut? Oh, a country? Oh,
India.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. India. Oh, it's the big one.
I'm sorry, no. That's not what a tuk-tuk is. Or a tuk-tuk. No.
I know what it is.
She's on my team, right?
Yep.
Sorry.
Other teams have a guess.
Other teams have a guess.
Is that you actually wanted to get that question?
No.
I am sorry, no.
I know.
Okay, does anybody answer, Caleb? Thailand.
I knew that from the amazing.
Yes.
I know.
Okay, so scores.
Why don't you watch it then?
Team. Okay, Caleb. Team 3 should have minus 200, and then team 2 minus 200. Caleb. Just 200, Caleb. Caleb. Just so it should say 4,600.
It was 400.
It was 400, yeah.
Oh, what? Okay, never mind. Okay. And then team 3 should also have minus.
No hats.
Caleb. Team 3 should have minus. They got that one wrong too.
No, they had 400.
Oh, you already did theirs?
Yeah, I already did.
Okay. Next question choice would be Ann.
Yoder's for 400.
Yoder's choice for 400. Question.
While people may rely on family or friends to help with childcare, in-home daycare centers are unheard of in Germany. Instead, there are government-funded centers called this or blank
Tammy.
that function.
Yep, Kita.
That's what our friend started, Akita.
Okay, choose your category.
Oh, we'll go Yoder's 2000.
Oh, Caleb, wait, hold on. Go into the Yoder's one. Click it, hit space, and then hit escape. Hit space and then escape. No, Caleb, hit escape on the keyboard to do it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Question 800, you said?
No, I said 2000.
Oh, 2000? Okay, question.
We are living in former East Berlin, only a block from Bethanienkirche, which is a church that was heavily damaged during the war and now stands in disrepair. What other church in former West Berlin was also heavily damaged in the war?
Shelley.
Also Wilhelm Gedächtniskirche.
Yes. Okay, Caleb. You gotta hit space so when you hit space, it burps it out. Okay. Shelley category.
Yours choice 1600.
Okay.
Tension up.
Buttons down.
Team 3 got 2,000.
Yeah, so we're at 1800. Yep, perfect.
Oh, good job.
Question.
We have begun an ongoing art project, which includes a map of Berlin and a number of pictures of U-Bahn stations, or subway stations, that we have been to as we go about life and school and work. Question is, how many U-Bahn stations are there in Berlin?
Who knows that?
Wow. She does.
Hey Caleb. You notice that you played the question before I said the thing, right? That was also a wager question.
Nobody knew it.
It's okay.
What was your wager?
Oh, well, we're fine.
So then minus, since it's a wager, you have to minus 1600. Since
Nobody attempted the answer.
but it
That's
was,
how I was counting the score before.
no, it was a wager question.
But
So
you didn't
only
say
they
it.
could answer.
But we didn't say it, so just take it. Just.
Okay, Caleb, watch out next time.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Nobody answered, so just.
That
How
one's
many,
a
what was the answer though?
173.
Oh.
Oh wait, actually no. Look at the answer one on that one.
That's not there's not 173 U-Bahn.
Yeah, it's 173.
U-Bahn
That-
stations?
Yeah, that's what Nate said. Don't lie. Don't I don't make facts. Okay, Caleb, hit that question again.
Maybe he meant the U and X.
Okay, Caleb, now hit space and then watch the answer video.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what these are.
All right. 173!
Oh, that's so cute.
Okay, I'll do this here. Okay,
I gotta go count it now. I'm really
okay, now question.
What are we gonna do now?
Oh, 800 for Yoder's choice. We'll just finish them up.
Okay, go.
The secondary school system also has some major differences than in the United States. For instance, students who wish to go on to university, rather than getting a good score on their ACT or an SAT test, need to obtain this qualification.
Shelley.
Abitur.
Yep.
This
Answer, Caleb, and then click out of it. No, you don't have to watch the answer.
This is
And then you just escape. Just hit escape on the keyboard. There you go. Okay, category. After Caleb,
Let's do Paul's Journeys 200.
we need score for Team 3, Caleb.
Okay.
That was 800 question. Okay. Question.
I don't know if he's holding.
Paul's Journeys 200.
No, I let go after.
But she's trying to
But then
ring in
again,
and
they had that.
I'm holding down now, but I hold it down before.
she's been trying to ring in and it's not working. She knew that one too, but.
Alright.
She just rang
Category.
in. I don't know.
Category for Team 3.
Paul's Journeys 200.
Paul's Journeys 200. Question. Which of Paul's missionary journeys was not recorded in the book of Acts?
What,
Andy.
what are you looking for? Like,
Which of Paul's missionary journeys was not recorded in the book of Acts?
where he went, what he was doing?
Oh, like the city he went to?
His missionary journeys. His journeys.
The
He had,
first, second,
he had
and
4 journeys.
I have the answer if they don't
Okay.
have it.
So you're looking for a number is what
Do
you're
you guys
Mhm.
know?
1, 2, 3, or 4?
The first.
No.
What? Yeah, Yeah, his first one wasn't, and then it was his second, third, and fourth.
His first is recorded.
His fourth isn't recorded in his book of Acts.
And my New Testament teacher last Saturday.
I got that one from Nate too. I can't tell you that because of some other questions.
Oh, it was his first letter from his missionary journey that wasn't, there's not a book in the Bible of it.
This
That's
is
what it
awkward.
was.
Okay. Next category.
I don't get a negative on that, by the
Okay,
way. I was just trying.
minus 200.
Negative.
Minus 200 from, and yeah, minus 200 from, let's see, Team 3 and Team 2.
Oh, Team 2 also?
Team
He
2.
just asked him a question.
Oh.
You were not trying to ask.
Well, then he didn't get the answer. Okay. Now, pick your category.
Very unclear question.
No, it isn't. If you don't know about Paul's missionary journeys, I'm sorry. What you know is what you know.
That's fine, Lost in Translation.
Okay,
for
lost
200.
in translation for 200. Question. God bless you, or Gott segne. Shelley.
German.
Is it German?
That took 3 years.
Gott segne dich.
Okay, next question.
Lost in Translation 400.
Lost translation 400. Good afternoon, or God after Mittag.
German.
Nope.
Sorry, Dad.
You didn't even lift your button up.
No.
Swedish.
Nope. Answer is. Caleb, answer is.
What did you think?
She said Dutch. There's a different.
That was
Dutch and Danish are different.
But who said Dutch?
And it. They all.
We all answered incorrectly.
Minus whatever it was. Minus 400 for every single one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. For every single one, Caleb?
Every single one.
Okay. Shelley, pick a category.
Lost in Translation 800.
Lost translation 800. Question. Nice to meet you. Encano de consorte.
Spanish.
Yeah. So, team 1, correct Spanish.
I'd probably ring
It
it.
makes
It'd
a
be-
light over there.
Once locks in, or once one rings in, it locks everybody else out.
I see.
And don't whisper your answers between the other teams, especially if I can hear you, and then because that means the other teams, the other teams can hear you. Okay, next question.
Let's go instruments 2000.
Instruments 2000. Question. Accordion, native to where? Matthew.
Germany.
Nope.
It's Holland.
That's your answer? Because it's not Holland. Okay, is there going to be an answer for Team 3?
No.
Answer is Slovenia.
Never.
That's what 2,000-point questions do. Okay, Caleb, next question. Yep, you get to choose.
Instrument 16.
Did you minus 2,000 from the scores, Team 2 and Team 1?
Yep, we did.
Okay. I just wanted to hear that. Okay. Okay, question. Darbuka, native to where? Africa?
Yeah.
Do you have a country?
Ghana?
Nope.
Ah, man.
Mom.
I didn't answer.
You're-
Oh, I thought I could let go because she was done answering.
No, they're stealing questions.
Sorry, I didn't answer. I just thought we were done. I didn't want
Just guess. I'll let you.
I'm not gonna get
Okay, okay. Caleb, answer?
Can I be close?
Lebanon. Most of the instrument ones are specific to countries.
Okay.
So we keep our fingers on until when? 'Cause
Until you know it. You let it go when you want to answer.
No, but then,
Well, my thumb is starting to
what?
hurt.
I know.
So when somebody else,
Yeah, when somebody else answers, you can let go because it doesn't let
that's
up.
what Tiffany
That's what I did, and then you said
Oh.
it was my turn.
So we
You're
can't
not
let go.
clear.
Once-
Just so you know.
Yeah, you can let go when they're answering, and then once they answer, I'll push it back down if anybody wants to get it. Okay.
It is February 9th, 7th.
Okay. Category for C was you. Yep.
Translation 16.
Lost translation 16. Question. Do you speak English? Parlez. No.
What was their answer?
Portuguese.
Nope. Okay, what team did not answer? Okay. Answer is Italian. Okay, so minus 1,600 from 3 and 2. You have it, Caleb? Okay, question. Dad, question again. What's your category?
Translation 2000.
Lost in Translation 2000. Question. Nice to meet you. No, I'm just kidding. No. Caleb, what's the answer? Caleb, what's the answer for that question? No, I'm kidding. Okay. Caleb, your actual question. Yeah, your actual question is, how are you doing? Hevorn de hardu det. Okay.
Sweden?
Nope. It's Romance also is Swedish, but no, that's not what it is.
Australian.
Okay, nobody's gonna take it. Answer is Caleb. Swedish.
It's not. It's like the next country.
Swedish language is Romance. I'm just saying. Okay, Caleb, go back. Okay, Caleb, go into double emissions Jeopardy. Okay, next question. Okay, category again, Dad. Oh, minus 2,000 from team.
Yeah, I got it.
Or minus 2,000 from team 1. Yeah. Okay, question or category. Transportation 2000. Question. This three-wheel bicycle taxi is known as a cyclo, native to where?
Italy.
No. Sorry. Minus for team 2. Is anybody else?
Good guess.
Answer is Vietnam. Cyclos are only located in Vietnam. Actually, in one city in Vietnam in particular, actually, they're only located. It's whatever, I can't remember what it is. I don't remember what it is. Okay, next. 16, oh wait. No, I'm looking at my score sheet here. Okay, 16, transportation. Question. Bactrian camels, 2 hump. Dad. Nope. Anybody else?
How about Iraq?
No. Hey Dan, do you want to say the answer? Caleb, answer. Yep, that's serious. No, anywhere else. It's single. Anywhere else. Okay. Question. 800 transportation. Question. Mostly used for tourism. They're a double-decker bus. My mom, Tammy. Yeah. Great Britain, UK. That's your. Tyler. Okay. Pick your category. Pick your category.
Oh, me? Oh, we'll do Paul's Journey, that's 800.
Paul's Journey is 800. Wait, hold on. Paul's Journey is 800. Question.
Do we need the numbers?
During Paul's first missionary journey, he went to 3 towns which names start with the letter A. Italia and this name. Georgia. Yes. There's two cities called Antioch that he went to on his journey. Yep, he started in Antioch and he went to another one. Okay, next question. Pick a category.
Oh, Paul's Journey is 1600.
Okay, hold down your button. Okay, question. Paul started his journey at Antioch, Syria, but the Antioch that he arrived in during this journey wasn't Shelly.
Are we talking about current day?
Yeah, it's your current day.
Turkey.
Yep, turkey. Okay. Caleb, are you doing score?
No, I did.
He did it.
He did.
Okay.
College journey is 400.
Question. During Paul's second journey, Paul invited Barnabas to go. Barnabas wanted John Mark to come along, but Paul was against this. Since John Mark had left them on the previous trip, Paul took... yeah, what's the answer? Silas, yes.
Wait, who answered that?
Team one.
Team one. Right, topic.
Paul's journey is whatever.
Paul's journey is 2000. Question. During Paul's third missionary journey, there were disciples in the area who knew about John the Baptist and his ministry, but not of Jesus Christ. A man named Apollos had taught him, but Apollos himself did not know about Jesus until instructed by these two, with rhyming names.
Aquila and Priscilla.
Yes.
Good job.
Okay, why did that get so loud? Caleb, pick the next, Tom, pick your next category.
What is for 400, whatever that is.
Instruments for 400. Question. Ukulele, native to where? Dad.
Hawaii.
Hawaii, Polynesian Islands. Okay. Final question is daily double, number 2. So you can wager up to, see, your team won.
Yeah.
You're in the negative, but you can wager up to 2,000.
Go for it.
2,000, okay, hold on. 2,000 instruments.
Can we take our thumbs off this? Or
Yeah, hold, here, I'll just shut you guys all off then.
oh.
Okay, ready? Yeah, you guys, no, you guys all can answer because it's a wager question.
Okay, so we can
That was
convert.
smart.
Yeah, it's a wager question. Okay, ready? Question.
Did they pick their wager?
Oh yeah, what's your wager?
I said all-
Caleb.
I said 2,000.
Oh yeah, 2,000. Okay, daily double. Fiddle, native to where? You have 30 seconds.
Like pretzels.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're gonna say
Close, but no.
Netherlands.
Netherlands. So minus 2,000 from team 1. We will, even though this won't be normal Jeopardy rules, but since I have it, Caleb, go to final 2. I need paper for their wager question. Caleb, go to final 2 and pick. So your country customs continued is your category. Put your wager on your paper. You can wager up to 2,000 even though you're in the negative. You can wager up to 2,000. Caleb, show them what they have for their. See how much you. See how much. Team 3 is positive. So team 3 can wager more up to 3,000. Other teams can wager up to 2,000 because of their scores.
I don't trust my brain answer.
Oh, these are harder. I thought the mic for sure was Indian. But I was like, that's Indian.
Country customs continued is category. Oh shoot! Oh man, I just realized. Okay, do I have? Does everybody have their wager written down? Did you guys have your wager? Okay. Caleb, do you have your 30-second timer up?
Yeah.
Here, wait, hold on. I'm gonna fix one thing here. This.
No.
Country code. You will have 30 seconds from the moment I stop reading the question. Ready? Oh yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh no, yeah. Your things are off. Your things are off. So I'm just saying it so you don't have. Okay, ready? Because you're just writing the answer. Okay, ready? Question. After someone does a Rufsen, you say Schultz. Sometimes it is accompanied by putting your thumb on your forehead or stern. Rufsen means what? I probably say that. Caleb, go to the question. How do you actually? Yeah, I didn't know. I hadn't looked it up. Yeah, I know. I couldn't, but I couldn't tell like on it. Caleb. Okay. So let's see. Team 3 is in the lead with 3,000 points. What is your answer?
Team 3? Burp.
Burp. The answer is burp. You bet nothing, huh? Okay. Team 2, what is your answer? Whoopsie. What was your wager?
2,000.
Okay. Caleb, minus 2,000 for Team 2. Team 1, what was?
The end, we have burp.
Burp. You wagered 2,000 plus on Team 3.
So, what is the answer?
Burp.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Caleb, you just gotta type it.
What
Wait.
country is that?
Germany?
Germany? Good.
Okay. That is the game.
So like, we're like, good job, everybody.
How much did you eat?
1,300 in the hole.
It's like when you shake somebody's hand. These are hard. Accidentally kick this way.
Oh,
There was a big jump.
Yeah, it was a big jump.
Kirsty's on my team.
Do you guys need another one?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no.
There's a. Do you want me to ask you? Oh yeah, okay, there we go. Yay! Yeah, this will be awesome. What's this? There's something wrong.
No matter which one, why don't you just do one?
There's something wrong here.
So we can alternate.
Yeah.
She can't handle her pressure. She has to say yes.
Yeah, you should start at 0. I don't know if I will either.
Whose deal is this? Does the church have a quiz team?
Yep.
With all her.
I know, just hold.
Stop it.
We found our sweet spot. We got
Stop.
It'd be so much easier if this was a quiz.
Just think of it as a quiz meet.
Wait, Mom, why on that team?
Well, look at the category. All you need to know. The book of Matthew.
I can't even. Oh, well, that works. Oh, that's not going to go. I'd like to go. Potpourri? Oh, come on. I think we need to zero out the scores.
It was rough. Our team went from 4,000 to
I could maybe do something with world religion.
Well, if we did that wrong last week.
Yeah, we're in the lead, but we should have like restarted this.
Already on that side.
Look how high the fielders. Look how high we can just hold down.
Head mic. Head mic, yep. And then put the hand one all the way up. Okay. Okay, we're gonna start here.
Those questions versus like.
Okay, final. Game 3.
Hey, what's going on?
This is still anybody's game.
Yeah.
We're fighting over a plaque of wood, by the way. Just to say that. Oh. Okay. Everybody, for the new people, you push down your button to when in dormant mode, and you let it go when you know the answer. So, like.
Otherwise, never let it go.
you can let it go once like somebody has answered. I know I'm setting them all. Okay, everybody let go of their buttons, please, so that I can figure out. Oh, okay, hold on. Actually, no, everybody sit down. Or everybody push their button. That's what I should have said. One of these is. Oh. Okay. First, so we'll start with the question. Team 3 gets the benefit. They were in first place, and they. This is round 3, so they get the final question. Team 3, pick your category.
Animals 4,000.
Animals for 4,000. Question. These large turtles were popularized by Darwin. That is Emily.
Fox turtle?
No. Caleb?
Sandra, you come.
Sandra, you should have played.
Ready, Caleb? Caleb has his. Galapagos tortoises.
Well, they should have said tortoise.
Large turtles. If you look at the. Okay. Next question. Team 3, choose your category. Yeah, you're Team 3. Yeah, but you. Animals for 800. Question. This big bear is native to China. Emily. Panda.
Yeah. Sweet.
Okay. Next question. Okay, Team 2, choose your category.
Animals 16,000 or 1,600.
Animals 1,600. Ready? Question. This group of animals is native to the larger island of Africa. Caleb, lemurs. Yep, lemurs. Wait, hold on, Caleb. Oh yeah, you're 2. Choose your category, Caleb.
Animals 2,400.
Question. Honey creepers are native to one state rather than a country.
You're looking for the state?
Yeah, I'm looking for the state. 3, 2, 1. Answer? Hawaii.
Oh, that's how. Well,
That's very
makes
south.
sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it makes sense then.
Category, Caleb.
Animals 3,200.
Finished category, animals 32. Question. Formosan rock monkeys are small monkeys native to a Chinese island. Caleb.
Taiwan?
Yep.
Oh, good job, buddy.
That's the only.
Okay, Caleb, choose your category.
World religion.
Yeah, sure.
The world religion ones, it's according to the Pew Research Center, what is the largest, what religion has the most followers in what country? Okay, it's not as hard as it sounds.
Okay. 800.
800 for, okay, world religion 800. Question. What religion has the most followers in India? Heidi.
Hinduism.
Is it Hinduism? Yes, it is.
Good job.
Heidi, choose your category.
We'll go same category, next level up.
Okay, same category is 1600. Question. What religion has the most followers in the Philippines? That is Dan.
Catholic.
I'll give that to you. It's Christianity, but yeah.
Alright.
It's just like, it's not like the form of religion, it's just like the...
Christianity.
You want to know by how much that I saw? You go tell all those Christians down there. Okay, next category.
Oh, 24.
Yeah, Dan.
World religion for 20.
Okay, and a question. What religion has the most followers in Paraguay? Dan.
Christianity.
Nope. Anybody else?
I think that too.
It's Islam. By like a lot, actually.
Christianity.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah.
You got it.
You got it.
Wait, my list is wrong. Hold on, what? Oh, I put the chart wrong. Okay, never mind. Sorry about that. I'm very sorry about that.
So you got it right.
Yeah, you got it right. You got it right. I read that one.
Yeah, Dan, no TV.
3,200 for world religion.
My chart's wrong. Also that I had. Okay. Question. According to the world religion, what has the most followers in Mongolia? Dan.
Buddhism.
Is it Buddhism? Yes, it is. Okay. Fourth.
Shamanism. That's the underlying thing.
Okay. Question.
For 400 or 4,000 for world religions.
Question. What religion has the most followers in Jordan?
Islam.
Yeah. That's the one that I had him mixed up. You're waiting for it. You're like, I said that. I did that one wrong. Did you see those wrong? Okay. Choose your category, Jerry.
Let's go for just for fun. Potpourri for 800.
Potpourri 800. Question. What continent has only one ATM?
Antarctica.
Yes.
He's using his phone. He has a phone.
Oh.
He's not looking it up.
Okay. Next question. Choose your category, Matt.
Same one. Next value.
He's like using Siri. He's like, 1600. Question. What is the most visited place in Europe?
Eiffel Tower?
No, that's not true.
Oh.
What's she called?
Wait, she's trying to
Becky.
answer.
Oh, okay, I can answer. Is it the Vatican?
No, it isn't.
Or Rome? Oh, that makes sense.
You guys
What's the most visited place?
want to give it a guess? Otherwise, you're minusing 1600. So.
May as well. We all lost 1600.
You had 1,600 to lose.
Okay.
No, I don't think we did.
Okay. The answer is Disneyland in Paris.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
So I should've just
If you would have said
Eiffel
Paris,
Tower.
if you would have said Paris, I would have given it to you. But it's
If you had said city, I would have said Paris.
yeah.
Next one.
Oh, it's Paris.
Not that I'm competitive.
That's what.
It's constructed.
That was Ruby's question, by the way. That was Ruby's question, by the way. It was. Okay. Next question. What question you want?
Next value.
Okay. And question. At 4 people per square mile, this is the least densely populated country on Earth. Caleb. No. That's like the most dense. Heidi.
Oh. I thought we were
Oh, no, okay, never mind. If that was her. No, do any of you guys have a guess?
Can I just guess even though I can't get points for it?
You can if once they say they give up. What? Do you guys give up?
I don't have a guess.
Okay.
Got it.
Least dense. 4 people per square mile.
The capital's really clear out of that.
Okay,
32.
3,200. Question. What country has the highest rate of twin births in the world? That is Roland.
Okay, give an answer.
The highest rate of twin birth in the world.
Country, not just.
Uh-huh. You got it right.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
That was so random.
Wait, was that like a factual guess or literally just a random guess? That is. Oh wow. Okay. That is. I cannot. That is. We can walk away. Okay. Next question. Roland, what category do you want?
Let's do the cars.
Foreign car companies for what number?
For the first one.
800. Dodge. Ford, Dodge, Chrysler. Jerry.
United States.
United States. Oh yeah, so it's country locations, foreign car companies. So the foreign car company locations.
Okay, that's what
Yeah, the location. That was team 2.
Well, it said foreign, so it's trying to figure it out.
Okay, foreign car companies.
The rest would be foreign.
That's why I had that one as 800. Okay, you want that one again?
Yep.
Question. Nissan, Mazda, Honda. Jerry.
Japan.
Japan.
2400.
Question.
Why not?
Volkswagen.
Oh,
Jerry.
Germany.
Yep.
He's looking at things before he gets the question.
3200.
Question.
Here will be in the whole.
Boop. That is Becky. Boop. I'll pronounce this for you. Bugatti, Peugeot, and Citroen.
Italy.
No.
France.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had
It's
it.
France.
Who answered right?
Team 1 Bugatti sounds.
Yeah. Team 1 got it right.
Yeah, Bugatti sounds Italian.
That's why I said Peugeot, and then you want it 4,000?
Yep.
Go 4,000. Question. Lamborghini. Yeah. Dad. Heidi did.
Should be out of the hole then.
Dad, the middle row is supposed to be the top. It's different.
It was a long climb out.
Okay. Okay, next question.
You get to choose.
We'll finish up the potpourri.
Okay, potpourri. That's your daily double question. Is that? Oh no, Dad. Okay, how much you want to wager for that answer? How many points? You have 2,600.
Yeah, we don't. Hold on, sorry.
We don't jump on this, or we do?
No, only that you guys can let go. Only they. It's only their question. What's your answer? You're gonna do all of it? Okay. Question. Yeah, you can. This country has has the most languages spoken, 851 in all. 30 seconds. The middle row. The middle row is like supposed to be the last row, and then
I'm not even going.
yeah, the middle row. The last row. I'll let you answer if they get it wrong.
Well, I just
That's
know.
fine. I know.
Yeah.
I did this one.
Okay, let's try it.
Okay.
India.
No, it's not
It's
India.
not India.
Oh.
Papua New Guinea.
They showed it, but yeah.
Because they have there's all the tiny little tribes in the islands.
Okay. Next. Who was that? Heidi. Choose your category or choose your value. 800. Dan. Question. With 8. Roll it. Read it. Okay, yeah, here, I'll reset it.
You have 3 seconds.
Okay, hold on, button. Hold down your button. With 8,000 something or other tons in the largest official holdings in the world, this country lays claim to nearly as much gold as the next 3 countries combined. Dan.
China.
Is it? No, it's not China.
Really?
Anybody else? Huh?
How much am I losing? Just 800. Okay, we're gonna guess South Africa.
Nope. You guys want 800 point? Okay, answer is United States.
That was not expected.
Okay, next. Okay, so whose category would that be? Okay, buttons. Question. Yep, question. The only African country with a mineral named after it is this country because of its. Matt.
Tanzania?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Well, it's right there.
That's obvious. Okay, next question. Question. Niger has been home to the largest mine of this mineral in all the world. It supplies 44% of this mineral all over the world and makes it this country one of the richest in this mineral.
Uranium?
Yep.
Wow.
He's like, I'm a uranium whiz.
Jonathan Hart.
Okay, 32. Caleb, 3,200.
Alright.
Question. It produces 77% of the world's copper. This country is also the place where the copper belt, the mass copper production region, is situated. Also, this country has the biggest underground mine in the whole continent. It has over 10,000 workers. I think that's over that question. The answer is Zambia.
Just talking about that.
And the final question is the daily double. So, Caleb, how much do you want to risk? Or your team, how much do you want to risk?
All of it. Also, it's just those guys.
Team 3 has 7,000, Team 1 has 6,800, and Team 2 has nothing.
But we all get a bid?
No, I'm just telling them how much. It's the people in the back.
100.
Just $100? Okay. Your question is, countries with the largest foreign exchange reserves almost have all reserves of at least 500 billion USD and higher, and have maintained such an amount for at least a week. At present, there are only how many countries whose reserves are at such a figure? You have 30 seconds.
Who wants to do this one? You guys do?
Foreign exchange gold reserves.
This is so silly.
Is the European Union one or is it individual countries?
It's individual countries. Whose separate reserves?
We don't have to have a fun with it, do we?
No.
Okay, wait.
7. Your answer is. I learned this is what homeschool geography teaches you, and geology. I mean,
Can you say what ones they are?
It's United States, China, Germany, South Africa, no, I can't remember them all. But yeah, 6 of them.
England.
England, yeah, that's one of them. It was in my school. I don't remember. Okay, Dad. Oh, yeah. So your final Jeopardy. I want to see how much money everybody has here. So he's.
Ours is pretty easy to remember.
This wouldn't be This wouldn't be normal Jeopardy. It wouldn't be like this normal Jeopardy because you have 0. You wouldn't be able to participate. But since it's quadruple, you guys can risk up to $4,000. The middle team, since you have 0.
I'll grab some paper.
Let's try $2.
What is the flags?
No, that was just it was because all the prices were quadrupled
So is
last
the
time.
topic flags?
Yeah, topics flags.
Oh, how well do you know flags? They're probably going to show us a flag and get identify the flag.
I can tell if it's Canada.
We'll know for sure. There's not that many.
I bet you know German flag, right?
This is such a close game, though. That's the thing.
There's no glory in things.
That's true.
Okay, everybody have their wagers? Does everybody have their wages in?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, it doesn't matter. Okay. Ready? You have 30 seconds from once I stop reading the question. Question. This flag is based on the military flag given by King Sobuza II to this country's Pioneer Corps in 1941 to remind them of the nation's military traditions. On April 25th, 1967, this flag was hoisted for the first time. 30 seconds. Yeah, he started the timer.
It's gotta be Japan.
Japan for sure.
It's gotta be Japan. Okay. Let's see. Team 3 is in the lead, so they'll say their answer first.
Ethiopia.
Okay. Team 2, your answer. Team 1, your answer.
Lesotho.
The answer is. Now, okay. What? Now we need to know wagers because this was a close game. So.
That's true. So we lost.
We lost 28.
2,800. So you lost 2,800. Oh, it's gonna be. Oh.
No, we're team 3.
Oh, team. 2,800. And then the other. So how much did team 1 wager?
200.
Oh! There it was. Team 2, 4,000. That was a close game, though.
So it's a tie for second place?
No.
No,
All
they
right.
have 4,100.
Well,
Well, no, you guys didn't win. You said let's.
We got it wrong. We only bet 200.
yeah, they only bet 200. So they won. Okay. Well, that is the game. So, everyone on team 1. Everyone on team 1. Heidi is going to have a list, and people will mark their signatures. And we have this wooden plaque where everyone from team 1 will sign their name, and then we'll have the plaque at the church. And then for the next round or times we do this, then we'll have whoever was on the winning team for each time.
That's fun. Did you put all this together?
I made every single one of these games.
Good job, Grayson.
Good job, Grayson.
At least you did some stuff I missed.
I know, at least.
That was a lot of work. Come up with all those questions.
Well, actually, I only had a week. I only did this round in a week. Or no, I did the last round in like an afternoon. I had to call somebody who was like my creative mind jogger. We made stories. We made like a murder mystery and stuff together. And
We have to have the video clips too. There, you had to work. You had to get
we
those.
zoomed with the Yoders and we.
That's cool.
All right.
Alright, guys.
Fun being a team.
If you would have had that, if you would have had 6.
You know it? I was pretty sure. I was pretty sure.
Yeah, it was, but after Nate was in the activities letter for the church, and I just had one, it was top 8, and then we zoomed with them, and they wanted, I asked him to be part of it, and then he had done it, and I was like, okay, I'll do it. No, he just usually did normal, just like trivia questions, and like the missionaries would do it. But since Dan was like the middleman of contact, so I had to go through him for and then we asked them what they want to do, they said whatever you want to do, so then I was like, well, you got top 8.
I got one right.
By accident.
That was amazing.
Get tomorrow.
Thank you.
We'll have to figure out where all this stuff goes, right?
Yeah. I'm like, oh boy, we should have marked it on the floor or something. Oh, I think they're probably up front there.
Some
I
ideas
know,
are,
it's big,
yeah,
you
you
gotta
can
get
go
this
on that for a
identity.
while.